you think he should be punished for shooting you?
No, sir. I hold no ill will toward the man. He did what I would have done.
What do you mean?
That's a scene from A Time to Kill, the haunting tale of prejudice both inside and out of Mississippi's criminal justice system. It's also where director Tate Taylor got his start in his home state as a Hollywood production assistant alongside fellow Southerner Octavia Spencer, who would become his best friend, housemate, and eventually Oscar-winning partner. Now directing and producing big-budget projects, Taylor is on a mission to bring big-screen business back home.
I mean, this is like country.
Walking to this crumbling cabin on Tate Taylor's 1,000-acre Mississippi property,
There are bugs and critters and...
you're reminded that this Hollywood director lives in the state with the highest poverty rate in the nation, and he's trying to change that.
So you filmed in here?
Yeah, we filmed in here.
That was 2013 when Taylor brought a 60-member production crew to film Get On Up, a biopic on the life of James Brown starring Chadwick Boseman.
This is where little James Brown lived, and so we did a lot of James's young life here. Famous scene in the movie is Viola leaving her little boy for good, and she walked that way.
Put him down. Susie!
Heartbreaking scene.
When he's not on location directing Apple TV's Palm Royale, starring Kristen Wiig and Carol Burnett, Taylor and his partner John Norris are in the Magnolia State.
We need some egg whites and a mimosa stat, for real.
Their Little Easy restaurant in Natchez is just one of the enterprises that's brought jobs where there were none. It's across the street from the once abandoned, some left for dead buildings that the pair have transformed.
This is kind of
Your synergy.
an epicenter of how I like to make film and television. So we have our sound stage, Crooked Letter. Across the street is this restaurant that I opened called The Little Easy. You film on the stage, you eat your lunch, you do your phone calls, you rap, and you're right here at our blues club on the Mississippi River.
Welcome to Maz.
That's what happened off the set of Ma, Taylor's comedy horror starring Octavia Spencer.
When did this happen?
Another film, Breaking News in Yuba County, set in Ohio, was also filmed in Natchez.
I'll be here tomorrow morning about 9:15.
And The Help, Taylor's most acclaimed film, started his journey back home when he shot it on an old plantation in Greenwood, Mississippi.
When we shot The Help, Governor Haley Barbour at the time wanted to do an economic study.
Really?
And they found out that $15 million went directly into the pockets of Mississippians.
Describe what you've done to create, a Hollywood in the Delta, on the Mississippi.
So we started to notice we can ask movies to come here all we want, but they're like, where are the stages? So we started building stages. Where can we stay? I've created a little community of homes out in Churchill, Mississippi. Okay, where are we gonna eat? We've opened 2 restaurants and a blues club. All right, so this is Smoot's.
And while Smoots had a cameo in Get On Up, its claim to fame is the blues.
So we kind of wanted to pay tribute to some of the prominent Black musicians from Mississippi.
Drive some 16 miles east.
A lot of communities have fallen apart and could easily be rebuilt through communication and just open doors.
You'll ride into Churchill, where Taylor and Norris have left their mark at this 3-building crossroads by renovating this 1850s Episcopal church and more.
And then across the street was the old general store from the 1860s called Wagner's. So it's just now begun its renovation and restoration, in which it will be a museum. So since it was not going to be a store, I said, then let's open a new store. So that's when Churchill Variety got here. We had no market. You had to drive 20 miles to Natchez to get anything, and everybody wanted fancy. People want what they can't normally get. So, I mean, we have people in overalls coming to get truffle cheese and a boiling soda.
We're not used to the Hollywood-style movies and the entertainment and the people that he's bringing, the movie stars. And
Londell Enos is mayor in nearby Fayette.
he's doing things that we've never seen before.
Does it have a lasting economic impact?
I think we're just in the beginning.
I need you to help me understand what the goal is.
Yeah, I can, you know, leave the earth with the resume of film and television, things that I've done, but I want to leave having done something.
That something, Taylor says, is about giving Mississippi a leg up.
We're in the heart of historical naturalism.
Yeah, no, the Spanish were the very first, they started matches, 1600s. This is an old-ass city.
You grew up in Mississippi, but you went out to Hollywood.
Yeah, like everybody, you flee where you're from. And when it came time to film The Help, and knowing that it was a really big shot for me, the women of that book and the time and the place is so specific. I mean, Mississippi in the Deep South is so specific. I said, we have to make it there.
What in the hell?
The Help is about deep-rooted prejudices seen through the eyes of 1960s women who worked for Southern matrons in their sprawling, perfect homes. The movie that put a spotlight on prejudice met real-life prejudices about Mississippi.
Most of the cast and crew who had never been did not want to come. We have a history, and we also have a history that we cannot escape, even though we've made huge strides forward. So they all came, and what was really cool and eye-opening for me was everybody got to Greenwood, Mississippi, and they said, this is great. And I said, okay, wow, where I'm from is not such a bad place.
So y'all just mind your own.
Octavia Spencer may have won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, but the accolades Taylor got from locals in Mississippi started his special journey back home.
To have people who have a hardware store or a little sandwich shop just come up and throw their arms around me and say, thank you, this was the best summer we've ever had, it's just something clicked, that if I could bring my industry back home and affect communities in a positive way and show people who've never been here that we're all just humans living in communities doing the best we can, and it made me just want to create a great place.
Tate Taylor's superpower is belief. He believes in people. He believes in his native Mississippi. He believed in Octavia Spencer. He believed in Catherine Stockett, who was a childhood friend and wrote The Help. He was the first to get his hands on that book even before a publisher signed off on it. I mean, he really is a believer in not just himself, friends, family, people, places, and he hopes to really turn it around.
Yeah, it's cool what he's doing there. You see this so much with Hollywood where they're looking for other places. Where else can we go and sort of have our small community?
I like that he referred to Natchez as an old blank city.